दुनिया से हिंसा के भगावा है देश, हाथा से हाथा मिलावा। मैंने पीएम का उत्तर प्रदेश का अरे इंडिया
Mr. Prime, Mrs. Pascal, Mr. Brother Margis, and friends. First, I would like to thank the organizers of International Tribunal on Eviction, and which is begun last 2 days, and we will also continue another for 2 days. Interestingly, so for India is concerned, in the speech of Brother Bhagis, that he has given very much minutely a picture how the things are going on in different way, undemocratically, unlawfully, inhumanly, to displace the people in various fields. I would like to present that how people of India, those are facing displacement every day in the name of development. First, I would like to say that for last 60 to 70 years, more than 60 million people have been displaced by big dams, industry, many other development activities. More than 60 million people in India. And at the same time, we say there is no record with the government of India or the state governments exactly how many people have been displaced, how many people have been rehabilitated, how many those already displaced, where they are. Even there is no data. Even the government of India's committee in 2013 under the Professor Khaka has also revealed that there is no any data with the governments. That is the whole situation. You can see how a state, a democratic state, an independent state is alienating the people from the mainstream, from the main paradigm of the development. They don't bother for this, don't realize it, don't see that where they are, who has sacrificed everything. And people say that displacement, eviction is inevitable for the development. The question is, development for who? Development for whom and development by whom? We have lost forests, agricultural lands, and also rivers because of big dams and also medium dams. We have lost many agricultural lands also for the industrial corridors. And also now, after this globalization, especially after 1990s, the government of India's policy has been changed. Irrespective of political parties in power, they have accepted 100% capitalist mode of development, foreign investment, inviting multinational companies to invade the resources, to invade the natural resources. And when we say of the eviction, we should not consider the eviction only for their homeland or from a village. Even without eviction of village, totally the people of communities, they are being deprived of their livelihoods, they are being deprived of their forest land, they are being deprived of the water resources when they are losing the resources. When the mining takes place, what happens? When mining takes place, the forest is destroyed. Because of loss of forest, that takes depletion of perennial source of water, streams, and that affects the rivers. And many rivers have already died down. Many rivers have been polluted also by the mining as well as also the industrial pollution. And many rivers have been diverted. The water has been diverted. So people of that locality are being evicted from resources, right to resources, right to livelihood. That has to be considered more and more to give justice to the people who face the displacement. Displacement not only from the homeland or home or a basti, they are being displaced from the resources, and especially most of displaced people in India, about 50% are tribals, indigenous community. And they are being deprived not only their natural habitat, their identity is lost. Their identity, cultural identity, economic identity, social identity, all with the forest and land and streams. So when land acquisition takes place, when mining takes place, when the government of India or the state governments, they formulate all the plans, they make some studies, they make a report, feasible report, but they do not consider about what is the effect on ecology, what is the effect on the livelihood system, what is the effect on also the ecosystem with which the local people, special tribal people are identified. They have the indigenous knowledge, they use and they keep it. Once we oust tribals, again we are facing a crisis of natural resources, because natural resources like forests or rivers are sustainably they are ours because of the tribals, because they don't use more it and they protect and they worship it. So my point here is how India is facing, and when people resist democratically, non-violently, I say, most of the cases are there, 99%, people democratically resist, oppose. Momentary sometimes provocation may take place after firing something by the police. People might have used counter through a stone painting or something. Otherwise, I have seen in Odisha, I have come from Odisha, eastern state of India. We have had many battles. We have fought against Vedanta in Niyamagiri, the primitive tribals, Dangriya. They did not allow to have mining of bauxite because Niyamagiri has biodiversity, rich biodiversity, medicinal plants, water perennial water sources and given birth to rivers. So people opposed. Repression took place. Police cases, in Kashipur, 2000, 3 tribal people were slaughtered because they opposed mining. Because they wanted to protect the 36 streams. And they led. 3 people were slaughtered. In Kalimnagar, Odisha, for Tata Company, in 2006, 12 people were shot dead without any violence from the people. They force it, they force physically, they say, we will not leave the place, we will not leave the land. And today also we see, my submission here are how the development process in the name of development, and by acquisition of land for the companies, that human rights are being violated, the laws are being violated. We have a constitution, Indian constitution have given in 5th schedule that entire the first community scheduled area, the natural resources belong to tribal community, not to the government. And in a judgment, historical judgment by Supreme Court, in 1997, there is a judgment with Samta versus Andhra Pradesh. The Supreme Court opined that under the 50th schedule, this land belongs to, the forest belongs to tribal community. You cannot transfer to non-tribal because there is also act in Andhra Pradesh. In 1956, act is there in Odisha that community land or private land of the tribals cannot be transferred to non-tribals. Even Supreme Court said that government is also non-tribal. In 2006, we have made a law because of the struggle of the people throughout the country, that is Forest Right Act. And Forest Right Act, in preamble, they said that historical injustice is done to the tribal community. It will not be repeated. So the act is passed. And then the act, the Gram Sabha, the village council, is the supreme to decide whether there will be a diversion of forest or the agricultural land or the village, or whatever may be. That company wants or the government wants to acquire. And in 2013, the Indian Supreme Court on issue of Niyamgiri mining, that I am the also intervener of this case, that by 2013, the Gram Sabha has to decide, neither the government of India nor the government of Odisha. And that happened also. 12 Gram Sabhas, 12 Gram village councils, enormously, they resolved in the presence of a judge that we do not want to leave our place. Because it is not only that we live here, but our identity, our security, economically, social and culturally, is with the Niyamgiri, and we worship Niyamgiri as God. So this is the thing, how displacement takes everything as the right of the people. That is the important. And the government, we have a democracy, the largest democracy in the world. We have a constitution, we have laws, we have amended the laws, we have new laws for the people because the people struggle. But the implementation of the law is violated by the state itself. The state is a violator undemocratically and forcing the people to accept the development, what they do not want. What happens now? I would like to submit. The people, jury members are there here. What is going on? In 2005, POSCO from South Korea steel plant. The community land, it was first land. People have been cultivating the betel vines. It is a coastal forest. People fought democratically for 10 years. and the company had to quit. Again the government of Odisha and government of India, they brought another company, that is Indian company, JSW, Jindal Steel and Power Company, and imposed upon the people. And what happens now, I would like to say. The poster had gone for last 8 years. But the false cases employed against them, about 1100 people including women, is continuing till now. And the new plant came with steel plant, cement plant, power plant, simultaneously in one place. What will be the position of people? Company says, government says, there is a less displacement because 400, 500 families will be displaced. But 4,000 acres of land has been forcibly acquired. People have been dismantled from the agricultural activities, livelihood system. And when they oppose it, they have been opposing POSCO, they have been opposing it, naturally they will oppose. Because they have been opposing steel plant. Now they are opposing the very dangerous plant because the cumulative pollution will take place. Within 10 kilometer radius, more than 25,000 people cannot reside after these plants commission, after 3 or 4 years. What will be the life of these people? They will now displaced. After that, the health hazards will be so serious that they can't simulate that. So there will be forcible displacement, voluntary displacement. People have to leave it, have to leave the villages. Who will come to rescue? What is the guarantee for them? What is the constitutional right for them? Right to life and right to live and right to livelihood system. And what happened now? People were opposing for last more than 2 years. The leader of the movement, the village leader, Devendra Swine, has been lodged in jail for more than 2 years. And after jail, keeping in jail, more than 50 false cases have been lodged against them. And every day, somebody, women, Dalit, people, poor people, those are not also land because they are not the livelihood, because land is already forcibly acquired, even landless people. So they will be lodged and they are put in jail. For last 2 years, 300 people have been jailed. Some people more and more, when they come, again they are sent to jail. So this is the repression going on in the name of development. How to see, how to judge it, how to accept this development for the people. This is the extractive industry. Mining will be brought from other places. Where there is mining, there is scarcity of water, scarcity of everything. People have been displaced from there also. In other area, now people are fighting against the Vedanta company in another hill area because of bauxite mining. There are bauxite minings going on where the 3 people are sorted in 2000. Now people are seeing, they are experiencing what is happening there. The streams are dried out. The forest is finished. The land is acquired. Now the industrial pollution has been a very chronic problem for the people, those who have been not displaced. They demand to displace, but company does not take an interest, not the government. So what happened to happen? After another 1 year, they have to leave that place. Where to go? Who will compensate? So this is the serious problem so far displaced concerned. Displacement not happens in 1 day or once. It happens many times and many times in different way. So all over the India we see where there is resistance, there is police repression. I would like to submit that we have been experiencing. Even those who are supporting, those are giving solidarity, they become the first victims of state repression. They have been under false cases, they are booked on false cases. People like me, I was booked under attempt to murder case in 2005. To justify the firing, people like me was booked under attempt to murder. Then 12 years took place to exonerate, to be exonerated from the court, High Court. Now, in August 29th, the Kashipur tribals are opposing the mining, because that mining will displace more than 30 to 40 villages. Because they will lose land, they will lose forest, they will lose water, they will be forced to stay in a mining polluted area without anything. So they say that we have a law, we have Gram Sabha. Gram Sabha is the law, Supreme Court says, and law says, Act says, without consent of Gram Sabha, without consent of the village council, the people's consent, you can't acquire the land. But you have acquired the land forcefully. And people are opposing. People like us, when we say go, what happens? Sometimes we are facing threats from the corporates. Some people have been killed also. People like me 3 times were kidnapped by the companies. But this time, and 29th of August, last August, I was kidnapped from a local small hotel of tribal area. After meeting the people in jail, before a press meet, I was kidnapped. I thought that it is the goons of companies. Might be, they may finish me. But because of the media, because of the people from the country, they questioned the government of Orissa. Then Orissa government could know that I was kidnapped by the police officers. So this is happening in the country everywhere. In Gadchiroli of Maharashtra, there is Gram Sabha. People say you can't have mining without our consent. We can't leave this place. They did that in jail, in hostel, in Chhattisgarh, the longest forest. And that forest is a source of hostel river. Many tribes communities are there. They have been opposing for the last 5 years. Now after the change of government, the BJP government came, immediately they got 50,000 trees within 7 days. They will finish everything. People are crying, people in jail. So how to see that eviction issue? People are resisting peacefully, but state has become, the Indian state has become a corporate police state for the interest of the profits for the corporates. And World Bank, Inter World Bank, whatever may be the financial agencies, though there are some principles also that banks, international banks or banks should not finance the corporates who are going to pollute, who are going to destroy the resources, you are using fossil fuel. There are many conditions, many declarations also that do not follow, nobody follows. Neither the national government or state governments in India, you see. So that is my point. So I would like to finish within 2-3 things that I see within 2-3 minutes. My point is also that this, because of this displacement, because of distress of resources, that creates new poverty zones in the country. New poverty zone because some people, rich people, middle class people, they have money going there. But the local people, because of their losing everything, they are displaced, they are being deprived of their resources. They have become the victims of this process of development, and that zone becomes a poverty zone. New poverty zones are there. Every day it is being created. Because things that takes place nowadays because of the foreign investment that goes on, and big cities, big airports, big roads, big dams that are going to do. So I think this entire sea coast has been acquired for the coastal highway. The fisher communities are opposing from Kerala to West Bengal and Odisha, but things are going differently. Nobody says. State does not respond. So once democratic rights is taken away, human rights are being violated, even constitutional rights are taken away because of this process of development, displacing the people, and that is where there is zero, when we say call it the zero eviction. I think to what extent we can forward, we can go. If when there will be zero eviction, I think more than 60% climate change will be stopped. Because the eviction and climate change both are equal. One is one cause of others. Because you destroy resources, evicting the people, creating climate change. If you want to stop this, we can save it, because the scientists also say that to stop the mining, to stop and to preserve the rain and forest, and to stop the fossil fuel.
Time is over.
So friends, this is my submission, because we have to think over that, how to face the challenge that to have climate justice. If you want to have climate justice, we have to stop eviction. Thank you.
Thank you.